Coming up next on Adventurer, Sports Illustrated's most recent cover girl, Danica Patrick, gives her take on this year's running of the Indianapolis 500. Don't go away.
Here comes Danica. Danica trying to grab second. She's in second place. Danica Patrick now in second. And now she's in pursuit of Tony Kanaan.
Clash, James Clash. Welcome to a special Indy 500 preview edition of Adventurer, the show with guests who truly push their lives to the limits. No talking heads here, just the real deals. I'm your host, Jim Clash. Life couldn't get much better for Indy racer Danica Patrick. Last month, she won the first ever Indy race by a woman in Motegi, Japan. This month, she's on the cover of Sports Illustrated and will start the Indianapolis 500 in the middle of the prestigious second row between Dancing with the Stars champ, two-time Indy 500 winner Elio Castroneves, and formidable Andretti-Green teammate Tony Kanaan. Last year the question was, could you win an IndyCar race? This year is it, can you win the Indianapolis 500? You're in a great car, you're with a great team. What do you think?
I almost won it in my first year, so the possibility of being able to win a race carries over from this track to any track, so I would hope that question's over.
Last year it was a transition year. You were coming from one team, Rahal Letterman, to Andretti-Green, and now you're starting ahead of Tony Kanaan, Marco Andretti, Hideki Muto. You're leading the team. You're the favorite.
I don't know. It's all very tight, and I like to think that way. But my teammates are great, and we've all got a great chance. I think anybody really in the first couple of rows has got a chance to win this, and that's kind of the excitement of Indy, is that so many of us can walk away because it's such a long race and say, if this would have happened, I could have won.
Now this year, of course, the reunification of Champ Car and the IRL. You've got 11 rookies who've never driven at Indy. What is your concern for that? I mean, do you feel you're going to have to drive the race any differently than you did last year?
It is going to be different. You're right. It is going to be a little bit different this year. I think in the years past you've had probably some more experience in the Indianapolis 500, and they at least know how the race goes. And then there was a couple of slow people towards the back, but you know, that wasn't hard to manage. I think this year there's going to be more like clumps of slower cars, so it's going to make it even more difficult to get by. So you're going to have a really good race car.
You were on the cover of Sports Illustrated. I think it's your second time. Do you believe in that curse?
I didn't know about that curse, and I'd prefer not to know about that curse at this point.
We think you're going to win. Good luck, okay, Danica?
Thank you very much. I really don't want to know about the curse.
Okay, good. Thank you.
They come off of turn number 4, but here comes Tony Kanaan looking to the outside.
We're here with Tony Kanaan, who really has paid his dues in the IRL. This guy deserves to win the Indy 500. You're starting on the outside of the second row next to Danica Patrick. She's leading you guys from Andretti-Green this year. Can you win it?
I think so. I mean, this is my worst start position on the 500 since I've been here. So I think we do have a chance. I mean, it doesn't really matter where you start because it's such a long race and so many things can happen, as we proved in the past.
Well, I remember, I think it was last year, right before the rain started the first time, you were leading, and if the rain hadn't let up, you'd have won, and the rain came back and Dario ended up winning.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's something that we can't control. So thank God it was in the team. It was a good friend of mine that won, but yeah, I was definitely in the right position when the rain came, but Mother Nature stopped the rain, we dried the track, and you know, it happened what happened.
This year is going to be a little interesting with the merger of Champ Car and the IRL. We've got 11 Indianapolis 500 rookies out there and a lot of rain, so not a lot of laps logged by these guys. Are you going to drive the race any differently knowing there are that many rookies in the race?
I think we're going to have to. I think traffic, it's going to be more crowded than usual, so for sure. I mean, not different, but we're going to have to be probably extra careful, and probably race pace is going to be a little slower.
Now, with all this attention to Danica, as we were just joking about, I mean, I'm clearly you guys work well together. It's mostly all in fun, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's she deserves more attention than me. Look at her and look at me. So, plus she does, you know, she's a woman in a men's sport. She goes against men's, and she does really well. So, for sure, she's the best I've ever seen, and I'm not jealous about the attention. I think, you know, everybody got the attention that they deserve. And I used to say, you know, I'm here to win races. You know, if I don't have enough attention outside the racetrack, it's really not a big deal.
Tony, good luck.
Thank you.
Andretti Racing Green teammates Danica Patrick and Tony Kanaan. I'm Forbes Adventurer Jim Clash. For more Indy 500 driver previews, including Penske's Ryan Briscoe and rookie sensation Graham Rahal, tune in later this week. And thanks for watching the Forbes.com Video Network. Clash, James Clash.